I have no clue what I'm going to talk about in this video, but something will change. From the time that we started to the time that this is over, something will change. And so we're going to have to see what that is. I haven't made a video in a while, and I really haven't been interested in, sharing my life on the internet. And I think that this came from starting to really think about the motives of purpose in my life. And this is something I think that everybody should do. I heard this quote that was, greed is not the root of all evil, but envy is. And I really thought about that. And we are jealous of other people, and we are greedy of things, and we want things, and we compare ourselves. We're jealous because of envy. We see somebody else, and it's only when we see that we want something. It's only when somebody made us feel a way, that we felt insignificant, that we felt envious at some point, that we have the motivation to go and do something. For the most part, when you think of how much of your action stems from that, it's pretty ridiculous. And so when I was started to realize, I was scrolling, bro, I was on social media, and just you don't want to trade your life. You don't know what it took for that person to get that. You don't know what it took for the homeless man to get on the street. You don't know what it took for somebody to get in the largest of mansions. You don't know how they feel. You don't know if they're content at night. You don't know if they sleep well or if they sleep horribly or they're haunted. You don't know what their life entailed for them to live the way that they do, to have the things they have, to want the things they want, to live the way they live. And so you should not compare any part of yourself to them. When we start to cure ourselves of envy, then your life becomes yours. And you start to realize, what is it that I want? It's a question that's rarely asked. It's not encouraged to be asked. But what do we want? To me, I think that we are all born with, something that caused us. I think something that feels like play. Like we're doing it because we love it. Life pushes us, the current setup of life pushes us to think about life in terms of means and ends, and reward and retribution. But life is a present moment. It's how you feel in the present that determines your future. If you feel good in the present, if you feel content in the present, not even content, but aligned, you feel as if what you are working towards means something to you, and it will mean things to others, and it enlivens you, then you can't fail, because this present moment is the thing which defines success. Each moment is a success or it's a failure, and it's only related to how aligned you are to the thing which you love. And so even if you succeed in the external world incredibly, but you feel, misaligned, if you feel bad about it, that is not success. And if you fail in the external world, but you feel good about it, that is still success. Now, it's my belief that if you succeed internally over and over and over again, then you will 100% succeed externally. So that's not to say if you're working at something for, external success is a measure of internal success, but you can achieve external success achieving zero internal success. In fact, you can take away from your internal chasing external success, and many people do. The people that gloat their external success are the ones which traded their internal success, and they are not happy. They're not happy because That's not what it's about. That's not what life is about. Life is about following what you love. And life is about speaking of love. Life is about existing in a state of wonder. When we admire what is around us, because there's always things to admire. When we admire nature, when we admire people, when we admire things, we worship the good of life. And when we complain and when we think about the things that don't serve us, the things that we don't like, well, we worship the devil. And your life is a worship. You can do what you want to do. But to me, the devil starts in envy. And so when you cure yourself of envy, you allow yourself to be free to achieve what you were put here to achieve. Achieve whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to. I have willpower. And that's all within your capability. But you have to believe it. It all starts with you. So, YouTube video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, shout out gang.